middle level, executive level people, or is it a mixture of that? Okay, age profile. Then, yeah, will come. Gender mix. Are they all guys or are they all girls? The mixture of boys and girls, more boys, less girls, more boys, whatever it is. Okay. I'll tell you why we do all this audience analysis, because that will help us to design our speech. The jokes I tell, the stories I tell, the examples I give will depend upon my understanding of the audience. Okay. So, age profile, gender mix, number of people, somebody said educational qualifications, or he put it, their knowledge about the subject, how much will they understand about my subject? Particularly if I'm being on a technical thing, what is the capacity to understand? Okay. Preparedness of the. Then our friend there said language. In India that's important. What's the use of my coming and talking Oxford accent with flowing English like Salman Rushdie when my audience doesn't know English much? I need to come down to their level, or Hindi or whatever it is, you see. So language is one thing. Then interest profile. What is their interest in the subject? Objectivity of the fantastic. Then why are they attending these lectures? Supposing, imagine you are, I think so, all of you are attending today's class out of your free will. Yeah, that is your interest in attending. But imagine if you are a group of schoolboys and the principal has caned you and made you attend. Yeah. So why are they attending? Huh? And what is their relationship with me? Are they my colleagues? Are they my students? Are they my customers? Whatever they are. Okay, fine. And their openness to my topic. Are they open? Supposing I give a talk on I don't believe in God. That's it. Atheism. I got to know my audience. My God, imagine if they're all mullajis or if they're all this Pandit and Brahmins, etc. You think I can talk freely about? It's only an opinion, but my God, I won't go home. I can talk freely, but I won't go. But if I'm talking about the same talk about why I don't believe in God in front of young boys and girls like this with a fresh mind or willing to take in a new thing, they may not agree with me, but at least they're willing to keep their minds open to listen to the fact that there may be no God, etc. Maybe our mothers and fathers have misled us. Then the topic will be different. The way my coverage will be different. So audience analysis is very important. You can put in, depending on where you're going, you can put in some more factors. Now every time it may not be possible for you, particularly say if it's a public lecture like this, it may not be possible. But yes, we do one thing. I did, the first time I spoke here, I found out from Evelyn how many people are likely to come, what do they come, which are the type of people who come. Then I came and attended some other lecture of somebody. I got a feel of the audience. I still do that. I've been speaking only for the last 45 years. But I still do that. I try to find out about the audience. Okay. Now interest, I'll give an example. I've spoken quite often at Rotary Club and Lions Club. There, you know what they're interested in, because their performer format is such that they talk about their event, they talk about next year's event, they talk about, they give birthday gifts, etc. They have a lovely dinner or lunch followed. In between, they have a 20 or 30 minute talk by 20 to 30 minute talk by an outsider. They're not really interested. In fact, if your topic is going to be tsunami or it's going to be water shortage, you know what the fellow who contacted will say, Rashid sir, you speak anything but try and make it humorous. You make us laugh. Now imagine talking about tsunami and make them laugh, or talking about water shortage. Now what happens, you get an immediate feedback that what is required is a very cosmetic coverage of the topic. You know, just do something like that, make them laugh a little happy, they are also happy, praise them, compliment them, etc. Yeah. No, you can do a good job, but then you will not put in so much effort. For this, you do not know how many days preparation I have done. To be able to put the whole thing, it's a 10-session course, public speaking, to put it in 1 hour for you. It's a 20-session course, and so many hours course to put it. A lot of things are required to be. Okay, so that is about audience. Now third, we come to the speech itself. We covered speaker, we covered audience, right? The speech. First thing is, before speaking, find out the purpose of your speech. Why are you speaking? What is the purpose? What could be the purpose of your speech? Can you tell me? To inform can be one. To educate can be one. Then to solicit, to persuade, to sell, to coax, create awareness, to motivate, inspire, etc. So be clear about your purpose and keep that in mind when you're preparing a speech. Then once you decide the topic and the date, please start preparing immediately. Don't wait for the last day. A good speech is one which grows. It's not something which you can manufacture in 30 minutes. Even impromptu speaking, Mark Twain once said, It takes me only 3 weeks to make an impromptu speech. Yeah? Because he digs inside and takes it out. Yeah? So, start preparing. Once you got the topic, think of the general coverage and start reflecting and brooding and thinking about it. Go to the net if you are computer savvy and get information. Go to the libraries. Go to books, discuss with friends, etc. And as you keep on thinking, at odd times, ideas, suggestions, stories, anecdotes, illustrations, quotations, statistics, all these things will come to your mind. Please jot them down immediately. Don't keep it for a later date, you will forget it. A good speaker always carries a pen and paper with him. When I first learned public speaking, I used to sleep with a pen and paper on my bed. Because you get a brilliant idea at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're fast asleep. Suddenly you wake up and you remember some joke, some Lincoln said like that. By the time it's morning, you forget. You know that you got something, but what it was, you'll forget. So you jot it down immediately. If you really are serious about being a good speaker. Okay? So at this stage, don't eliminate anything. Collect facts, ideas, etc. Okay? Collect 150 and then reject 140 if you have to reject. But now collect. When you've collected enough, then you follow what is known as the 3 A's of speech preparation. 3 A's. First A is assemble. Assemble everything. Second is analyze. What is important, what is not important, what will fit in, what I should take, what I should discard. That's analyze. And third, arrange. Now when you analyze the data, you arrange it in a particular form. It can be introduction, body, conclusion. Okay? Arrange it. So that is, okay. Then write down, at least particularly in the beginning, write down your speech in full. Write it down. When you become very, very capable, then you can only have some rough points, but then write down the speech in full, and what will you do? Your speech will require to be edited. Then you edit your speech after writing down. The first draft is not going to be a final draft. And while preparing a speech, keep one thing in mind, it is a spoken speech. It's not a written speech. It's not an article for Times of India or Newsweek. I'm talking to you, so my speech is a spoken speech.
As if you're listening.
Yeah, you're listening. It should be like that. Okay, fine. So you edit it for 3 things. One is for clarity. Are there contradictions? Am I clear about what I'm talking? Okay. Then second is effectiveness. Can I change it a little? Can I add something? Can I give more jokes? Can I get in some humor? Can I get some quotation? Can I make it more effective if I do it this way? If I change the ending, etc. Clarity, effectiveness, and third is time factor. Time factor. Now how will you do about the time factor? It will come with experience. Now, another thing is very simple, is a human being speaks normally at a rate of 120 to 150 words per minute. 120 to 120. So if it's a 5-minute speech, say about 750 words. For the first few times you can count it actually, 2 foolscap paper, 2.5. Next time you know that it's like that. So that way if it's a 1-hour speech, you can get some idea. That if I have this many points, the speech will be adequate for an hour speech, 45-minute speech, etc. Okay? After doing that, you need to practice, practice, practice. There's no end to how much you can practice. In everything you become better by practicing. You can practice 40 times, 50 times, 100 times, 10 times, depending on your... One more thing in speech preparation, you can decide also what type of presentation you will make. Some people, I've just brought it out to show it to you. Their presentation is reading it out completely. Do you think that's very effective? No. Very few people read well, and you lose your audience. Some people memorize the whole speech and come, which again is fraught with some danger. It's okay, but you may tend to forget something important, and then you'll struggle and you'll forget. So third is what is known as extemporaneous. You prepare well, but when you come and speak, you speak as if the ideas are coming to you now. They're already prepared and come. If you're not confident, you even write down on a piece of paper some points and speak. So you can choose your method of speaking. Okay. So that is about speech preparation. In the speech preparation, I told you introduction, body and conclusion. We'll talk a little about these 3 aspects and then we'll stop, and if you've got any questions, you can ask me. First, the body. In the body of the speech, put in a lot of jokes, stories, anecdotes, quotations, examples, illustrations, personal experiences, whatever. Because that adds a lot of effectiveness to your speech. Have as many as you can. But everything that you say should be relevant to your talk.